phone. So how are we all? Are we good? Am I in? Will you see me when I stand up? No, I've got a cut off head. Yes, I think that's fine. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So good morning, everyone. How are you? We're going to start on our backs. We have got a very, very jam-packed schedule for today. Yes, Louis is very excited. So we're going to again steer away from classic Pilates and do yoga flow, but we are adding, and I'm very excited about this. I don't know if you remember this, but we did this twisting sequence on Monday that was quite intense and sweaty. So we're going to add that into the flow. And also, I'm slightly dehydrated because I celebrated last night. So by the end of this, I'll look like a raisin. So if you're ready, you can lie down on your backs. Roll yourself down. Good morning, Julia. So we started having a very sunny, lovely day, and I can see some cloudies coming. Oops. I'm extremely, extremely upset now. So hugging your knees. So twist-a-thon today, the twisting flow. Most of them you know. We're adding that powerful twist in into the sequence we did on Monday, and by the end of this, your spine will be very limbered up. Hugging your knees, nice and close to your chest. Big hug in, and just take your legs into a 90-degree angle and your feet into a little bit of a loose V shape. Take your arms to the side. And please do not go to the floor with your knees because we're just slightly twisting into the back. So control this, navel to spine, ribs tucked in, navel to spine, and just take your legs from side to side. Don't go down, just a little bit of a twist. So before you lose control of your transverse abdominis, which is holding you in, controlling the movement, your internal obliques, external obliques, you stop. So just side to side. This is not a You just need to get a little bit of a twist in with a little bit of pressure. Let's go. So I feel I have to share with you, my regulars, that I passed last night, my last exam, and I am now a certified human movement specialist.
Wow.
What that means, I don't know. But my anatomy is ace. I know everything now. Can I do it in practice? I don't know. I need guinea pigs, Gillian, with your shoulder. Or shall I call you Anna? You've had a change of name during the week. And back to the middle. Bubbles came through the window and growl. Got it right. Hugging your knees. Sorry about that.
Children.
You know, children. Take your feet to the floor, nice and close to your bum, and just take your legs from side to side anyway. So you're twisting again. This is more lumbar targeted. So side to side. If you feel a tighter side, especially in the hips, when you go over, hold it there. So this is usually my problem side. I just feel it right there. So just hold it there on that side.
Oh, but it's just on.
Oh. This is a troublesome. So we got Tanya. Thank you very much. Google has got this soap dispensing hand wash thing where you just put your hands underneath, and that's all he does now. He washes his hands because he can put his hands under the soap and it just comes out. And back to the middle. Hug in your knees, nice and close to your chest. And we're going to hug in the left leg, take the right leg to the floor, straighten that left leg out, and you can lift yourself up so that you can get a nice little stretch in, navel to spine. Louis got there at the end. Don't pull on that leg. So I don't want you to overstretch that, Tanya. I just want you to have a light stretch in it. You are lifted up, so it makes it a little bit easier to stretch out that leg. Extend your knee, so push that knee back, engage the quads. Now go down, see if you can keep the length in that leg. If you can't, please release it. Try not to overstretch that hamstring. Now bring that bottom leg in and just cross the top one over so that the knee pushes back 90 degrees. Push that knee back, hug in underneath your hamstring, and you can roll from side to side. Just get that little bit of a stretch in your external rotators, which Louis really needs to do. This is your weakness. So I now know exactly why Louis' back is sore. I've narrowed it down.
This is quite a difficult thing for me to do.
And that is why. I knew that. Squeeze it in nice and tight. And release. We're not going to overstretch that. Take the left leg down, straighten out the right leg, and lift up and get to that leg. So get that crunch in and pull that leg. Don't over pull it. Just pull it into a nice little stretch. Louis is very good because he's flexing his foot. So you can flex your foot as well. It makes it a lot worse. You can relax that foot. Relax it.
I cannot.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just joking.
And
Maria doesn't like it when I flex my feet.
She doesn't. Mariette, are you there today? And roll it down. And keep that stretch. Try and hold it there. I am now also, I can't jog anymore because I injured myself too much. So I'm just back to doing this. But I have to say my foot feels a lot better. Bring that bottom leg in, cross the top leg, over, push the knee back, navel to spine, lift up and stretch underneath your hamstrings. Don't go over the shins for now. You don't want too much stretch. Unless you're Tanya and you're flexible, like a stretchy man, Tanya, you can go for it. Over the shin, over the shin. Hold that stretch. You can roll from side to side to loosen it up a little bit. Ah. Is Maria there? Oh, I see something. Is that
I haven't got my phone with me, so
I think I see your name. Hello there. You're welcome to the twisting class. Good luck. Tell Fatty to join in today. It's a good one. And release. Roll yourself up to a seated. You're nice and loose. Shake up the hands. Let's get going. So we'll
good class.
So we're gonna I'll break down the tense twist, and then we'll put it together, and then we're going to add it into a standing warrior flow as well. Louis is very excited because he did say he's going to skip today. I'm already feeling dehydrated from all the wine I had. Okay, so the twisting sequence, if you remember, is a twist in a plank. We've got a twist in a tripod, which is like this. And then we've got a twist in a low plank, and we are going to put it together. So when you're ready, just go onto your hands and knees, push into a cat stretch. Big cat, hold it there. Just rock it forwards and back. Just get that back loose a little bit. And then tuck your toes under, downward facing dog, and stretch. So the sequence isn't difficult. I did find that it was easily done. It's more of a sweaty sequence than it is a difficult sequence. Julian, your shoulder, if your shoulder doesn't like this, you know that you have to just take it easy. Tummy, navel to spine, walk out your legs, walk your feet a little bit closer than usual. Engage your legs, make sure they're nice and strong, navel to spine, shoulders broad, pushed back, not pinching. Then lift up onto your toes. Push your bum to the back of the room, tummy tucked in, and drop your heels down and just stretch. And all I want you to do is find your maximum stretch. If your heels isn't down, that's fine. I think only Tanya can do that. And you. How? Look at Louis. I feel so bad. I feel like such a loser.
I never realized my bum should be pushed back.
He didn't realize his bum should be. I always say that. You can tell me. I always say that. He never listens to me. Okay. We're going to go forwards into a plank.
No.
And all you're going to do is we're just going to cross the knee over. So left leg to right shoulder. But we're going to do it 4 times. So all you're going to do is you're going to lift up that left leg. Keep it in the air. Cross it over for 1. Push it back. 2. Push it back. 3, push it back, 4, push it back to plank, lift up the right leg, cross it over for 1, push it back, 2, push it back, 3, push it back. 4, back to plank, knees down, toes tucked under. If your wrists are sore, shake them out. Toes tucked under. Now this one I find difficult, but you can do this 2 ways. We're doing the same crossover, but from a tripod. So we're going to lift up the knee, and all you're going to do is you're going to bring that knee over, but you can kick out the leg and touch the toe. So that's completely up to you. If you just want to bring the knee in, put it back in tripod, try and keep your balance, navel to spine, or you can kick out the leg. I lose my balance when I kick out, but I find it more fun. Let's go. Onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Navel to spine, make sure that's in. Tighten the belt, lift up the knees, navel to spine, and we're going to do the same side 4 times. So left knee to right elbow, or kick it out, bring it back to tripod. And again, back to tripod. 3, back to tripod. 4, back to tripod. Other side. 1, back to tripod. 2, woo! Back to tripod. 3, back to tripod. 4, but I told you I was going to do my balance. Back to tripod. Knees down, shake out the wrist. And then the last one is a low plank twist. Are you ready? I'm telling you, balance.
I'm telling you, if anyone wants to nominate Edie for a funniest home video,
Poof, on the bum. Okay, elbows down. Grab your hands, tuck your toes under, go into your plank, shoulders over elbows, lift up the left leg, keep it there, and bring it in, cross, kick it back, cross it over, kick it back, cross it over, kick it back, cross it over, back to plank, low plank, lift up the right leg, cross it over, take it back, cross it over, take it back, one more time, back to plank, child's pose, take a breath. So I don't know about you, but my asthma is playing in. Okay, so that's the strength twisting sequence, and we will be doing that within the flow we're doing. The flow, it is the twisting flow, so it's nice and simple, and then that's added in. Just give me a minute. Oh, okay.
You get your knees really close to your elbows.
Yeah.
I struggle.
But I fall in my tripod. I'm telling you, quickly try that. If you really go for the twist, yeah, you fall. Okay. Are you ready? Onto your hands and knees. Push into a cat stretch. Tuck your toes under. Downward dog. Go for your stretch. Back straight. Legs engaged. Push the bum to the back of the room. I can't believe you can do that, Louis.
It's more painful now that we've done the...
So he's pulling his face. Okay. Lift up your right leg. Nice and nice. Squeeze your bum. Hold it there. Shoulder steady. Tuck it into your chest. Bring it to the front of the mat. Keep that back leg lifted. Back heel lifted. Lift up into a high lunge. Tummy in. Shoulders back and down. Back leg strong. Hold. You're going to twist the right arm forward and the left arm back. And back to the top. Hands together. Left elbow over right knee. And twist. Hold. Pivot back to the floor. Put your hands on the floor and step it in to bend legs at the front of the mat. Fold over your knees. Go for your stretch. Don't straighten out your legs yet. Just a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings, not a lot. Keep the knees bent. Now track your knees over your toes. Sweep the floor and lift up into a chair pose. Arms next to your ears. Knees tracking over your feet. Don't lift up your heels. Tummy in. Back straight. Hands together. Left elbow over right knee and twist. All the way back to the top. Chair pose. Other side. Right elbow over left knee and twist. Back to chair pose. Straighten out. Take a nice deep breath in. Drop your arms. Tuck your tailbone in. Navel to spine. You can hold on to your hips. Make sure they stay navel to spine and tailbone tucked in. Go onto your toes. Hold your balance. Wah, says I. And lift up into a toe chair. Wah. Hold your balance into that toe chair. Once you're down, walk out your feet. Dropping the heel down nice and slow. Don't move the hips. You're just moving the feet, the ankles in that toe chair. A little bit of knee stability for you. Drop both heels down into chair. Fold over your legs, straighten out your legs into that forward bend. And as you can tell, my legs isn't completely straight, so don't force it. You can straighten it out completely, but you will find that the stretch sometimes goes a little bit too far, so do make it comfortable enough to hold that position. A slight bend is safe. Hands to the mat, bend your knees, step back to downward dog. Here we go, are you ready? Forwards to plank. Lift up the left leg and through to your elbow for 1. Take it back. 2, take it back. 3, take it back. 4, back to plank. Other side, lift up the right leg for 1. Take it back. 2, take it back. 3, take it back. 4, back to plank. Knees down, just quickly go into child's pose so that you can just shake out your wrists if you need to. Get a stretch into your back if you need to. And then come back onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. America's Funniest Home Videos. Here we go. Shoulders back and down, locked out. Navel to spine, make sure that stays there. Lift up the knees into tripod. And we're going left knee to right elbow or toe. And back. 2, back. 3,
Is it knee to elbow?
back. You can knee to elbow or you can touch your toes. Back. Sorry. Other side. 1, back. 2, back. 3, back. 4, back. Knees down. Elbows down. And lift up into your low plank. And here we go. Lift up the left leg. Knee to elbow for 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Take it back. Other side. Lift up the right leg for 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Collapse. Child's pose. Shake it out. Oh,
I feel
is it only me?
There isn't enough space between the low plank for my legs.
There
So
it is.
I really struggle.
You don't have to.
Because the space seems to be quite limited.
Okay. Oh, let's do the other side.
What other side? I think we just done it all.
No. Let's go. Onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Downward dog. Walk it in a little bit. Find your stretch. Navel to spine. Push back and hold. Okay, lift up the left leg. Tuck it into your chest, bring it to the front of the mat. Keep that back leg, heel lifted, back leg strong. Lift up into high lunge. Hold the high lunge. So we're going left arm forward, right arm back into that twist. Hold the twist, bum tucked in, back bum, all the way back to the front. Put your hands together, right elbow over left knee, and twist, tummy in. Pivot back to the middle. Step it into bent legs at the front of your mat and fold over your knees. Back straight, pivot from the hips and just enjoy that stretch. You're going to sweep the floor, lift up into a chair pose, knees tracking forward a little bit, just to stretch out your calves. Tummy in, navel to spine, don't drop the arms. Hands together, left elbow over right knee and twist. And back to chair pose. Navel to spine. Other side. Right elbow over left knee and twist. Back to chair, straighten out. Drop your arms next to your sides. Navel to spine, tummy tucked in. Go onto your toes. Hold your balance, ribs tucked in, tummy tucked in, navel to spine. Ooh, sorry. And go into a toe chair, arms next to your ear, shoulders struck back. And you're going to walk again. Walk it out. Navel to spine. Nice and slow, keep the hips steady. Arms next to your ears, straighten out, lock out your elbows. Back to toes. And drop your heels down, forward bend. And hold that stretch. Navel to spine. Fold over your legs. Exhale yourself down. Hello, hello. Hands to the mat, step back to downward dog. And knees to the floor, child's pose. Shake out your wrists or your shoulders if you have to. We've got one more of the twisting power up. And then we're done with that. And then we're just going to twist stretch for the rest of the class, which is not actually as much time as I thought. Louis' eye is looking better, isn't it? I don't know if you can see him. Okay, let's go. Are you ready? So I'm waiting for him. It's his fault. Okay.
What did I do?
You're just looking at me with desperation. Okay, are you
Right.
ready? Into plank? We go.
Let's go.
So high plank first. Straighten out. Tummy tucked in. Lift up whichever leg. Keep it in the air and cross it over for 1. Kick it back. 2. Kick it back. 3. Kick it back. 4. Back to plank. Other side. And 1. Kick it back. 2. Kick it back. 3. Kick it back. 4. Back to plank. Knees down. Tuck your toes under. Oh, and tripods. Lift up the knee. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to tripod. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knees down. Elbows down. Push into your low plank. And take it for 1. Kick it back. 2. Kick it back. 3. Kick it back. 4. Back to low plank. Other side. 1, kick it back. 2, kick it back. 3, and 4. Collapse. Oh, no. I'm so out of breath. Oh, set yourself onto your buttocks. See, this is why I shouldn't jog. I can't breathe or speak. Okay, nice and high. Take your legs in a loose V. Sit back a little bit. Shrug the shoulders back. Arch your back. Open up your chest a little bit of a shoulder stretch. Pecs. After all those blanks. And back to the top. Nice and high. And just kind of roll it forward. Pivot from your hips, don't go far. Stretch out your back a little bit. Hips. And lift it back up. So this is kind of this is more a C curve than a twist. We're going to put our arms behind our ears. And we're going to do same leg. So same elbow to same knee to the same side and hold. Nice little stretch there. Surprisingly difficult to hold. Don't collapse because then you won't feel anything. Keep everything nice and straight. Navel to spine lifted up. Navel to spine. Twist and drop. And back. And again. Twist and drop. Lift it up. Other side. Lift it up. We're going one more time to each side, and then we're going to change the twist. Lift it up. I usually struggle with this one, but I feel very limbered up. And back to the middle. And then saw, which everyone knows. We're going to take our arms wide. Shrug the shoulders back and down. So you're going right arm to left foot, so you're going opposite. You're going into that twist. You stay high first. So just find that twist. Let me go this way. Where the chest is turned, but the navel to spine is there. Your back is still straight. So you're not doing this. You're nice and straight. And your chest is touching my boobs. Your chest is in that twist. Once you're in that twist, you slide it down to the opposite wherever you can touch. And then you pull back. Once you're down, you pull back again to open up that twist. It's quite difficult to breathe. And now that I've done, lift it up, go back to the middle, pivot back. So you're going straight into that twist. You're holding it straight. And then you go down. Once you're down, you pull back, you look back. And lift it up, pivot back. Let's go again on each side. So you pivot, you drop, and you pull back. And this is quite a severe twist in the spine. So just be careful. And lift it up, pivot, hold, drop, and pull. Back to the middle. Shrug the shoulders back and walk yourself forward into a nice little forward fold. And roll it back up all the way to the top. Bring your legs forward, sit nice and high. Arms forward, legs forward. You know what's coming because it's a twist. I'm so sorry, but we're just doing 4 and then we're done. So roll it back, tuck your tailbone in halfway, hold it there. Keep the legs on the floor if you can. Hold that position, do the crunching, and then go for your twist. Open up, push it back. Other side. And that's a 1. Open up, push it back. Other side. And you can go as low or as high as you want. That's up to you. And that's 3 into that twist. And again, last time, into the twist. stay to the middle and slowly roll it down until your back is flat on the floor. Bring in your feet underneath your knees and feet forward, knees forward. Do a few spinal curls just to loosen up that spine. So tuck that tailbone up and then drop it down, arching the back. Just get that movement in. And then on the last one, lift it up to a bridge. Tuck up, tuck in. We're not gonna hold any bridges. We're just gonna get that spine movement and then drop the spine down bit by bit whilst keeping that tailbone up. So you're dropping, dropping, dropping. The lower you go, the harder your transverse abdominals works to keep control in that spine. Keep that tailbone up until it has to drop down onto the floor. And if you do it that way, with the navel to spine feeling, you do get your spine moving each vertebrae at a time. You just have to try and control that with the muscles that you have there. So let's do that again. We're going to pick it up the same way. You're going to tuck that tailbone up before you even do anything else. So the tailbone is up, your navel is to your spine, your shoulders is down. Now you're keeping that tuck in your tailbone, and you're slowly, it's like someone's rolling a rolling pin, picking it up until you reach your shoulders, that navel to spine, ribs tucked in. We'll just wait for Louis. Do you feel the difference, Louis?
Yes. Is this better? Am I doing it better?
Yeah.
Is it?
And then when you go down,
I can't get this higher, really.
No, you don't have to. That's the point. And then, so this is the point, and we can all stay in bridge while I talk because it's a good hold.
Really?
So this is the point of a straight bridge, is you don't arch and go up like that. There's no spinal arch because your tailbone is tucked up and your ribs is tucked in. So you're basically straightening out your spine while you're lifted. So you can't go for great height, but you can push this tailbone. You can use your glutes to straighten out and hold it there. So as we go down from a bridge that's not very high, your glute stays in. You've got that 20 pounds stuck in your butt cheek. You can't drop it. The rib stays in. And the transverse abdominis still has that tightening feel around your waist. So that all stays. And as you slowly drop your spine down, and that top bit is nice and easy, that thoracic, because you're working with the curve. The navel to spine stays, the tailbone stays tucked up, your glute stays active until you get to your tailbone. So you're in that hip zone before you drop it down and release. And you should feel that in your bum. Do you feel that if you do it that way?
Yeah.
And this is the trick of the bridge, is never try and go for too much height unless it's stated we're doing a back curve, like wheel or something. Then you go for hold. But if you do a glute bridge, you have to work with the glutes the whole time. Hug in your knees, just to counter stretch. And there is a massive difference between the two in terms of muscle control. And take the feet down. Last twist before you're done. Straighten out your legs. Put your left foot on your right thigh. Cross it over. Keep the opposite shoulder down. You can hold on to that shoulder to make sure it stays down. This knee doesn't go to the floor because this is what's going to happen to your shoulder. And you want that shoulder as far down as you can. If you can't have it down, it's fine. It can lift up. But just make sure you push it down consciously. Hold that twist. Grab your hand behind that leg as far as you can. Pull that leg up and just hold that twist. It's a little bit more difficult, but it is a different bit of your spine you're twisting. So just hold, twist, keep the opposite shoulder down. Breathe, keep your navel to spine just to protect your back. And it's supposed to kind of ease off a little bit as you stay in the twist. If you find that it's not easing and you're in pain, lift up. If you are in pain, actually don't do this, please. Pain is not an option. And rotate it back to the middle. Switch sides. So right leg on left thigh, cross it over, keep this opposite shoulder down. And this is my stiff side. I can't go for So again, you shouldn't feel pain, but if it's an uncomfortable stretch, you can hold it there. Don't go further, because as soon as you go further, you're aggravating something that shouldn't be aggravated. A light stretch is fine because it gives you the mobility you need. You don't have to go to end of range of motion if it's painful. Grab over the hamstring at the back, pull that leg in, cross it over, and just hold. Navel to spine, hold the stretch. Why did you bronk your foot?
I was trying to straighten my bottom leg.
And back to the middle. Rotate it back. Feet up. Sorry, not feet up. Knees up, feet beneath your legs. We're quickly going to keep the knees together, walk the feet out as far as we can. Let the knees drop in. So this is not comfortable. It's just an internal rotation of the hip. So only take it as far as you can, and then we can't take it very far. He doesn't have that ability. Just hold that. Don't be too severe with this. This can be uncomfortable. Just a little bit of an out. Walk your feet forward a little bit. It's don't have it too close to your bum. Walk it forward a little bit so that your knees drops in comfortably. And then open up your legs and do the opposite. Put the soles of your feet together. Let the knees drop open. I always want to do that. And straighten out the legs. Drop your arms down, palms looking up, feet relaxed. Take a few breaths in and out. That was a nice sweaty glass. Hope you enjoyed it. Just relax. Navel to spine, make sure your back's okay. Just take a few deep breaths in and out. So tomorrow's stretchy, and tomorrow I promise we can have time to just lie there and breathe it out. But for today, we are done. Take a nice deep breath in. Take your arms over your head, arch your back, stretch as much as you can, lengthen yourself out on your mat. And then as your arms comes down, you exhale, tuck everything in, keep the length, but strengthen up. And you are done for today. Have a lovely Saturday, which is clouding over, so I'm very depressed and parched. I'm parched, darling. Have a lovely Saturday. I'm just going to stay here. Someone switch off, switch off. Oh. Wow, that was a long one. Sorry. It's Saturday. I break the rules a little bit on Saturday. No one has to go work. Thank you, Julia. I'm very proud. Okay, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Mwah, 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 mwah.